can see I fixed the cell. The last video, if you watched it, the water level was here. Now you can see that the water level is right exactly where it needs to be, right along the bottom. Okay, so that's what we want to have. Even on the back side of the cell, I could see it from going inside the wheel well. Well, maybe not too clear, but anyways, when I had the bolts off of the bracket, I had it turned around. The level on the back side is the same as the front. And how I did this was, obviously I have two holes on either side of the outlet. I took the cell apart, I drilled the holes all the way through. Left the bottom ones alone. They're staggered, every other one, for efficiency. That way I don't have parasitic voltage loss. Look guys, on the top, you can have a slot up here if you want. You can have this whole thing open if you want. You have a bunch of holes drilled. Don't do every other hole in the top plates. I'm going to tell you why. See how frothy this is, where the outlet of the hole is? That foam does not conduct current. Okay, I've already checked it. I've checked with the ohm meter. I tried to run current through foam before as an experiment. I had a water fill system that I was going to use that utilized a MOSFET, and I could not get it to autofill the reservoir because of this foam. Okay, it will not conduct current, so you can have a hole that goes straight through, or multiple holes in the top, and you won't have any problems at all. The bottom one, you want to have alternating holes, every other one. Okay, and so that'll stop you from having parasitic voltage loss. So I have the water inlet at the back, the outlet at the front. This is an 11 plate cell, 11 plates with two cells, the center being positive, and a negative, with four neutrals on each side. 1/16 of an inch, and the gasket material is neoprene. I have 1/4 inch on this end and 1/4 inch on this end to give me a little water reservoir in the front and back. Okay, and then that's about it. Just a standard bubbler. I had to lay it on the side. There's a reservoir. I have approximately 1 gallon of water. I did have silver nanoparticles in the cell before. I took them all out because I was having problems with the cell not running right, and it was foaming up real bad, and the reservoir was foaming up where I was having foam coming out through this inlet into the bubbler. That problem's been solved. I don't have foam problems anymore. I'm getting about, probably about 1 liter a minute. I haven't done any MMW tests on this yet, but my experience with 6x6 dry cells, 316L plates, usually you'll get about 18 amps. I should be getting about 1 to 1.2 liters a minute. On a good day, I may get 1.5, but I seriously doubt it. I'm probably getting about 1 liter, maybe 1.2. I'm really not pushing the cell. There's a bee I was swatting away. I'm not really pushing the cell because I'm still conditioning it. I don't want to overrun it and mess it all up. So anyways, it goes into the bottom side of my air breather on the back. I have another tube on the inside that goes into the front of my carburetor, my 4-barrel Edelbrock carburetor. Let me shut this off here. That's the hydrogen cell. Turn this sucker off. Okay, another thing I want to address is magnets. I want to show you guys something here. I know it's kind of funny because I have to carry this camera myself, so it's kind of weird. There we go. Okay, if you see here, I have a compass, and the compass seems to be affected by the north of this planet. If you see the red, it points to the north. So I turn it. The red always points north. Okay, just remember that. I'm going to show you guys something, and I'll show you why this is important. You probably shouldn't be laying it on metal like this, but I don't have much choice because I'm crippled right now. If you look at this, this is a ferrite magnet. it's not barium ferrite, it's some other kind of ferrite. But it's a ferrite magnet. You can get these on eBay. You can buy them 50 at a time, 100 at a time. These are south, north, and then the sides are kind of a mix. North, south, or whatever. It kind of doesn't really matter. What's going on is a lot of people are putting magnets on their fuel lines, which is a good thing to do. As you can see right here, I have magnets wrapped here, and I don't know if you can see it at the back. I've got magnets wrapped again. If you see this one, these two are horizontal, these two are vertical, and it's a span about the width of my hand. Okay. What happens is that I'm watching YouTube videos and people are putting magnets on their fuel lines, which is right. That's correct to do that because it energizes the hydrocarbon cell. Okay. So what it does is basically you're supposed to negatively charge the fuel. The air is naturally positively charged. Your hydrogen is positively charged. Okay. Hence why it goes to a negative plate. So you want your fuel to be, negatively charged. Okay? Positive, positive, negative. So, okay. There's people that are clamping these magnets on their fuel systems, but if they don't do it right, then you're going to accidentally positively charge your fuel, which that's not what you want to do. So you take your compass, okay? You go buy a compass, and you get your ferrite magnets that you bought, and you put it in front of your compass, okay? Did you see how my compass didn't like the magnet? See how it likes the magnet? The red, it's pulling towards the red, okay? That is north. If I flip it the other way, watch the compass. The arrow points away. That's south, okay? So you take yourself a marker and you mark south, and you take yourself a marker and you mark south. You check the other one. See, it's doing the same thing. Okay, you got two south magnets. Hold that one in your hand. Hold it real good like that. Okay, watch what happens when I take both souths and I put them together. When I go to put them together, they fight each other. See it? They don't like each other. Obviously, if I put the north, they stick. Okay, hold on to it. Okay. Do you realize that when you do this, that you are actually creating a force field? You have two forces bucking each other. This is a force field. This is polarized, where they like each other. This is bucking, where they don't like each other. You want both of the south poles bucking each other on your fuel line. Okay? It is really hard to put this together. You have to use zip ties, and I used black insulative tape to try to keep these ferrite magnets from bouncing around in here. Okay? So put it right before your fuel injector, your carburetor. You want the souths going towards the fuel. Okay, south. Both of these, the souths are pointed towards the fuel. Okay. Another thing you can do that I haven't done on this is you can take a piece of mild steel, magnetic steel, and you can put it on the north sides of each one of these. And what that does is actually intensifies and focuses the south pole into the fuel. Okay, I'll probably be doing that on these. I'm going to take them apart and redo them. Okay. Another thing too is, remember we talked about polarized. Polarize it. Hold it on there so that they like each other again. Do it again. Okay, see how they're polarized. If you take two magnets that are polarized and you put them on your inlet for your hydrogen cell, okay, this is obviously the exhaust. This is where the gases are coming out. The inlet's at the bottom. If you take two of these, or if you get neodymium, some like N50s or some N45s, some big son of a gun magnets, okay, and you connect them to the fuel, the inlet line for your cell, and mash them with a clamp so that the hose actually gets smashed between the two magnets and spreads out. To smash the line. Then you put some big old thick straps or some stainless steel hose clamps around this and watch what the output of your cell does. So I've got two really big magnets smashing the hose that goes into my dry cell, and I've had some interesting results because of that. Okay. My other YouTube video showed magnets, ferrite magnets that were in here. They were in here for a specific reason. They're not in here now. The specific reason is because of the nanoparticles I had. Advanced hydrogen, that's it. Have a good day.